What's your thought being around Tua, being in an offense that he's leading?
When I showed up there in training camp, I'm watching this man throw darts every practice, bro. I'd never seen the anticipation and the accuracy. Well, I think like maybe some of like the disconnect comes from, like, I think there might be some like trauma still stored like in his body from like what he's gone through, like with the head injuries and stuff. There's a book called The Body Keeps the Score, which is like the #1 book about like trauma. And they talk about how trauma was first with like war veterans. I can notice him like trying to make things happen like in the game. Like he's trying to pull the trigger, but it's almost like his body and like his system won't
allow him to do it.
Yeah, I feel like if there's a way for him to find some healing in that regard, I think the skill set is definitely still there, like you said.
Man, Cam. So, man, they say Tua caught up, man. It doesn't translate into the game. Do you see Tua ever really bouncing back?
No. I just don't. I would like to see it. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
But no. People forget those were probably the most gruesome head injuries that we witnessed live on television.
Mm-hmm.
What came from those hits was like, yo, he like, what's wrong with his fingers?
Yeah,
Oh. Then he came back, and then that happened again.
Yeah.
So there's a sports phrase of like the yips, where it typically happens to kickers, pitchers,
yeah.
And quarterbacks.
They're in the mental.
It's all mental. It can happen in basketball where like shooters just lose the skill to shoot. And I see a guy like Tua Tagovailoa, extremely talented, but it's traumatic what he went through mentally. And factor in the pressure of an organization that is mounting with disappointment. From the Tyreek Hill situation to the Mike McDaniel situation to just everybody pointing the finger and pointing blame back at him. Yeah. And it's normal for players to perform at a high level in practice, especially as a quarterback, because you know one thing to be true. You can't get hit.
That's true.
When you start factoring in and you take that red jersey off or you take that alternate color jersey off and now you lie, quarterback lie. Man, oh man, what looked as confidence in the pocket now is just like, oh, I'm seeing ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unfortunate, but that's just the game we play. It was like I will remind people a couple of years ago when the Tua situation happened, everybody had eyes on how will the Miami Dolphins treat this situation.
Yeah. Were they going to pay him? Were they going to take care of him?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that
same with a Dak situation. Same.
Exactly. Now you with me. It's unfortunate that yes, they overpaid by doing the moral right thing to do.
Yeah.
But business wise, I'm pretty sure if they knew, it's like, okay, we want to give you a severance,
but we ain't about that.
But we can't support this.
Yeah.
And that's. Now the Miami Dolphins have a real issue on their hand. They're due to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? But then they got a new head coach that's coming in. You know what that means. I seen it firsthand. Anytime you get a new head coach, it's gonna be a new quarterback sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And I got two, new head coach and new owner.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa. The handwriting is on the wall. Huh? Your days are numbered.
Yeah.
But man, yeah. So, hearing that just confirms what we all knew to be true.